In the sense of this investigation today, which is a serious investigation, there hasn't been an investigation into a political party by the Equalities Watchdog before.
The BNP.
The BNP actually wasn't an investigation, it just took action against them. So it is a serious thing. Do you understand why people are paralleling the two? Why there's swift action in one sense and not in the other?
Absolutely. I haven't spoken to Clare about this, but I'm sure she, like me, would be completely ashamed that we are in this position where the Labour Party, of all parties, is being investigated for anti-Semitism. I mean, it's just extraordinary.
Clare?
I think this whole suggestion that what's happened is there's been a widening of the definition of anti-Semitism to include criticism of Israel. Then anyone who's sympathetic to the plight of the Palestinians is called anti-Semitic. That is what's happened. All the research evidence, you can look at it, shows that there is not a lot of anti-Semitism in the Labour Party.
Is there any?
Or the Liberal Party. Well, the research evidence says 3-point-something%, and the Liberals similar, higher on the right wing.
Could I present
much higher levels against Muslims and Roma and so on.
That doesn't necessarily make anti-Semitism go away, though, does it? Because
no, but
if you look at, if I could just present you with the facts, between April 2018 and January this year, there were 673 complaints of anti-Semitism in the Labour Party. That's more than 2 a day. And it isn't just relating to Israel or Zionism. There's Holocaust denial. There's discussion of Jews being people who are in control of finances. There is classic anti-Semitism in there, as you would describe it, perhaps.
Maybe so. But what I've said about this whole dilemma is true. They've broadened the definition to say criticism of Israel, which is in breach of international law, is part of anti-Semitism. And then people who are active on that issue are being picked on.
So why does Jeremy Corbyn, why does the EHRC, why do Tom Watson, and why do MPs who've come under flak for this, why are they all saying the party has a problem with anti-Semitism then?
Well, if you look at the evidence, Jewish Voices for Labour has put up, and everyone can look at it, the evidence of racism, anti-Semitism in Britain. It's much lower than other European countries. Attitudes to other people. No, I mean, this is a very serious problem that has been mishandled. Anti-Semitism is a great evil. It's been a deep evil in European history.
But you seem to be downplaying it in the Labour Party.
No, I am not. I am saying that criticism of Israel's breaches of international law is not anti-Semitism.
But not all of these incidents are that.
Well, I don't know about those particular incidents.
Do you think they are right, the Equality Watchdog, to look into it?
I don't know on what basis they've done it. I think anti-Semitism is a great evil.
Today.
All the evidence is there's more on the right than the left. There hasn't been a great breakout in the Labour Party. That's all the research evidence. I'm sure there are individuals...
Well, I just presented you with those figures. You're
you
citing
say those are
evidence.
allegations. You say
yes,
those
but
that's not evidence.
That's an investigation. That's what an investigation is looking into.
Yes, but if the definition has been stretched to include criticism of Israel, then some of them will not be guilty of
this. Let me bring Siobhan in.
I mean, Clare hasn't had the opportunity to see some of this stuff. It is completely and utterly vile. I watched a young, pregnant woman leave the Labour Party because of the threats that she was receiving because she was Jewish. And some of those threats were held by the Labour Party for months and months, and she was not informed. Well, this is a complete and utter mess. It is vile anti-Semitism. It's vile denial of the Holocaust.
Do you think the definition of anti-Semitism should include criticism of Israel?
I completely welcome the fact that the EHRC are coming in and investigating.
And do you welcome it, Clare? Because perhaps you would like an independent body to look at this.
I think it's perfectly OK, but I just think everybody should make this distinction. Anti-Semitism is evil. Extending the definition to prevent people having any sympathy for the suffering of the Palestinians is a misuse of that allegation.
That isn't what's happened.
It is what's happening.
I have to leave it there. Clare Short, Siobhan McDonagh, thank you for your time this evening.